Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Japan Diaries. Thank you ever so much if you've watched any of our previous episodes. I really do appreciate it. Obviously the last one was about climbing Mount Takao, and I really thank you if you did watch it and enjoyed it, and hopefully you did. Hopefully you got an idea about some of the beauty of Japan not far from Tokyo, which is, it's worth pointing that out. So what have we got for you today? Well, I thought we'd have a little look around where we are to give you an idea about, I suppose it's a suburban town, although it's kind of connected to Tokyo. You're about 45 minutes by train to central Tokyo from here in Akishima. So we're quite a way out of Tokyo, but in theory we're still in it in terms of the postcode. And but I thought I'll show you around, show you a few different things about the place, and to give you a bit of an idea, as it's Christmas as well coming up, what it's like Christmas in Japan. We'll try and do an episode on Christmas Eve if we can. KFC, I'll leave it at that. Okay, some of you will know, but KFC. Now, you may notice my hair's getting a bit messy as well. I haven't actually cut it for nearly 2 months, so it will go eventually. So, are you ready? Let's go and have a little look around Akishima. It's a beautiful day today. It was horrible yesterday, but today it's very nice. Right, well, I've come about 10 yards. Now, behind me here, you will see, I did mention this in an earlier video, that is a green tea field. Okay, so you can see the surrounding, there's a kind of clothes shop there. That is a green tea field for your pleasure. So that's the first part of our journey. So there you go, you come out and there's a bit of rural farming life there. So I have seen the farmer do his bits and pieces here, but we're going to go on to a very special little shop. So come with me. Okay, I'll try and explain a bit as we're walking along. Sorry, there's a big lorry there. So here we go, we're on the Japanese street. Typical Japanese street, with all the trees dropping all their leaves. And we're just about to come up to a very special shop. Oh, I nearly got run over by her. Never mind, here it is. So, this is a very special shop, okay? Quite a traditional one, but I wanted to show you this one because I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like it. It's a toy shop of sorts, and has a very special kind of quite famous toy out here in Japan and maybe around the world, I don't know. Let's have a look. And there it is. It's the one where you hold it in your hand and you have to flip it up and then try and catch it on the top, on the little cups. And you'll see there's some fabulous looking ones. You've got tiny little ones. Some to do with, there is Tokyo Olympics. And then there's giant ones. There you go, down there. So there you go, that's our first little kind of shop. It's a bit different, isn't it? And I quite like it, but I've never seen anyone in it, which is a bit of a shame, really. But, oh well. But it's beautiful, I like that. That's the kind of thing we're looking for on this little trip. I just thought I'd show you this. Over there, there's a clothes shop. It's just kind of randomly placed in the middle of a street. There's a garage there, but that over there is a clothes shop. So don't ask me why. It seems to be in a very strange part of town. Now, you may call me mad, but when you look down on the ground, you find some quite interesting things. So I'm going to show you one. They're kind of the manhole covers of this area, and I'll explain why in a moment. So let's have a look at the ground. People are looking at me thinking I'm an idiot. Well, I am, I suppose, but hey, all in the name of travel. So if you look down here, the first one is, there's the bike warning. I'm just pointing out, everyone rides on the pavement in Japan. They're quite wide pavements, but you can so you ride on them, so everyone, you have to dodge, lots of dodging out here, and it makes it a bit safer, doesn't it? So that's your first one. And then I said, there is no shadow, there is your manhole cover. And Akishima is famous for having its whale. Now there is a library that has a bones of the whale, and we'll show you that on the way back home. But yeah, all the manhole covers have these pretty designs. Look at that. That's lovely, isn't it? So we should carry on. But yeah, and you can also see the bits that are used to help you when it's raining, because it's obviously quite a lot of concrete here, and they do that for the so you don't fall over as such. I think that's what they're for. Do let me know if they're not. Right, let's talk about these things here. Okay, so sorry, there's people putting up scaffolding over there. I didn't really choose. Right, these are your vending machines, and I actually wrote a blog post on these once. 110 yen for them. So you got lots of different flavours of drinks. Flavours? You've got green tea there, peach, and that's lemonade, among others. And you get your cans as well, cans of coffee. Actually, let's turn it around and have a look. So there you go. You got your cans of coffee. Black ones, cafe au lait. They all seem to have sugar in them though. Lemon drinks. That's quite a good one when it's hot. So the red means it's hot, and the blue indicates that it's cold. So you can have cold coffee as well, along with all your other choices. But really, what I'm trying to say here is, these are everywhere. I mean, you cannot fail to find, if you are very scared about trying to order food and drinks in Japan, fear not. If you want to get a drink, you will find a vending machine all over, well, in nearly every street corner. So if we go down here, I know there's some down at the end at the station, there's some around the corner, there's actually a convenience store around the corner, and there's more as you head up the road there as well. So they are an essential, well, they're kind of, I'm not saying they're an attraction, but they are very much part of Japanese life, is the vending machine. And often they're slightly cheaper as well. You find ones that are 100 yen. That one's a bit more expensive actually. But get your drinks and you'll be fine. Now, I know I said about vending machines. Well, here you go. This is outside a convenience store. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four vending machines. I can't do anything else. 4 vending machines outside a convenience store where you can get the same drinks. So I don't know, work that one out. But one other thing I do like is all the kind of big advertising. I've always kind of liked that when you travel around the world. India's very good for that. Lots of big billboards and things as well. You don't necessarily have to know what they're saying, but they're just kind of in colourful, I think. Anyway, we're going to head up there and hopefully find another few shops for you. Right, let's just tell you about restaurants. Now, we've just come up the road a little bit further, and we're just right near the town centre. But you're fine, obviously, if you want to go out. Lots of people eat out in Japan, or were in normal times. COVID times, it's slightly different, perhaps. People are a little bit more weary about doing that kind of thing. But you might be greeted. So this is a restaurant. yen, and it gives you an idea of what it is on here. So this is the kind of food you can have, and it goes on, and it's kind of traditional looking in a way, kind of old. So you get lots of these kind of places as you head into town a little bit more, and you've got lots of different choices, of course. That's just one option. There are many others, obviously the izakayas, which are often downstairs, you'll find, in basements. So we'll see what else we can find as we look around. We're actually in central Akishima now. So Akishima isn't really the most beautiful looking of cities, although it's close to the mountains, and it has a modern shopping centre and kind of little bits dotted around, but not an awful lot other than that, really. This is kind of the main bit we're coming up to now, so we'll show you this. This is the town square, as another lady looks at me wondering what the heck I'm doing. Let's have a look at the town square. Well, not town square, but you know, it's the bit where on the station. So here we go, we're going to turn it. So you have apartments, shops, and then you have, that's the station over there, and you have other shops around as a helicopter comes from the base. And that's kind of it, really, in terms of the main. There is the Mori town, it's called, which is where we're going to go to, and we're going to show you that. But we'll show you a couple of other, try and find some more traditional shops as Huey flies over. We'll try and find some more traditional looking shops if we can for you on this little tour, Le Tour de Akishima. Let's go this way actually. So let's see what else we can find of interest, and then I'm going to show you Christmas. Well, the Christmas lights, Christmas tree, even though the lights are not turned on yet. But you know what I mean. I hope. Right, Christmas very much on the way, so I thought we'd show you the decorations in this most modern of towns. Here we go. And there we are. Christmas has come to Japan. Sorry, my camera work is rubbish. But you see, it's all over. Now, apologies for wearing the mask, but we are indoors, so I want to make this as safe as possible and comply with the rules. Now, as you'll see, there is some decorations up there, and we're inside the mall. Now, it's just worth noting, they're playing Christmas carols, well they were, and in a country that isn't a Christian, they obviously still like the tune, but at least there's some of the message getting out there, you know. But there you go, that is Japanese. If we don't get a chance to do one on Christmas Eve, I'll explain a bit now. Basically, although they don't celebrate Christmas as such, like give presents to each other and have a big family get together, maybe the kids get presents. I mean, K and M do, because they are used to the two traditions out here and back in the UK. So what happens is on Christmas Day, pretty much all the decorations that you see behind you will come down and disappear, and then it will be on to New Year's Day, or the New Year's celebrations, which is their time when the families get together, like we do on Christmas Day and Boxing Day. So there you go, that is inside Mori Town, This is Moritown in Akishima. Not very glamorous, I realise that. And we've got one last thing to show you, which is the whale. So let's go and have a look at the whale. Right, we have made it to the library. Now see, there's a train going past. Just for your entertainment. I think that's a 10 carriager, if that's what you call them. Don't know. Oh, and typically here we go. This is brilliant. This shows how well I research things. Maybe I can go in and have a look. So they've put the blinds down because it's obviously sunny and shining in to the library. So so Akishima is kind of represented by the whale. Now I don't know. I'm not quite sure the actual story, but I believe it washed up. There's Tama River just over the way, and I think a whale washed up there or something. Do let me know if I'm wrong, and I'll ask Coco because he knows much better than me. There is this is the library here, and there is a big not mural, but it's the bones of a whale to kind of represent the town. So let's have a look. I'll just have a look, see if we can see it through the window, because I haven't got my mask on. And there it is. I know it's a little bit hard to see, but there is the bones. Maybe a bit easier there. I realise, because I'm not going in, it's probably best not to video it. But there you go. That is the Akishima whale. I bet you couldn't wait for that one, could you? So there you go. That is Akishima in a nutshell. I say it's not the most exciting of towns. It's quite modern, really, most of it, and with a few little places here and there that offer a glimpse of the past, I suppose. So thank you very much for watching my chaotic look around town, but I hope you've learned something about Japan, the vending machines, the manhole covers on the ground, or whatever you want to call them these days, and just get a general idea of what it's like. And look at the weather again. It's just spectacular. This is what Japanese winters are like. It's very dry, but this is what they're like. So this is actually quite a good time to come when you're allowed. The weather is not too cold and reasonably pleasant. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate. Please comment, please like, please subscribe. The usual stuff. And we will be back hopefully very soon with another edition of the Japan Diaries. So thank you, and do take care.